Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. How is everyone today? Hope you're having a great Friday. We're back on around about 4 o'clock today, so just wanted to come on, do a quick update on obviously Pep's press conference from earlier, and wasn't. I'll be honest, there wasn't a great deal in there. He was asked a few questions about, the Norwich game and midweek and things like that. But he was asked a couple of questions basically about Aymeric Laporte, and he said, well, at the end of the day, we've told you he's not going to be around until 5-6 months. So his point was talking about him. John Stones, he still claimed, was going to be about 4 or 5 weeks. So until he's back, now that could mean he could be back in training in 2 weeks' time. Then get into the whole sort of process and then be ready in maybe a month's time. So that was good news. There were a couple of other questions in there which we'll talk about throughout the video, but like I said, this is just going to be a quick update on a Friday afternoon, after evening. I was going to say evening, after evening. Just because I don't know where you're from. Some people will already be home. Some people will be still at work. Did you find the lawnmower? No. I went today and actually she gave me a right good chopping in today. So I did fight a lawnmower section, I must admit. Kiam's on. Happy Friday, everyone. Team for tomorrow. He reckons Ederson, Cancelo, Ferner, Otter, Zinchenko, Rodri, KDB, David Silva, Sterling, Aguero, and Bernardo Silva. So what you're saying is you don't think Mendy will start tomorrow, compared to my team, which my team for tomorrow was, if I can bring it up, was Ederson, Cancelo, Otter, Ferner, Mendy, Rodri, KDB, David Silva, Bernardo, Aguero, and Raheem Sterling. So I was dropping Riyad Mahrez, which is I'm gonna get a load of grief for. Hi Andy, good chat in the Discord a few days ago. Thank you, Cal. Yeah, it was very good, mate. Thank you for coming on. It was brilliant talking to you, buddy. So we'll do something with you before the Everton game. Very intelligent guy, young kid. So good evening, Andy. Prediction for Watford, Edward Denham. I've gone 3-1. If you watched the prediction video that we put out earlier, it was just a quick video comparing mine and Kiam's predictions. And I think there was about 3 or 4 we actually got exactly the same. So go and watch that video. Put it out earlier on the channel. And yeah, I've gone for 3-1. I think Kiam went 3-0. I think it was. Carl Blundell, Rodri is classy, was brilliant the other night, mate. Absolutely superb. Alexander Savage, handy, nice haircut, nice prediction for the right back position as well. You happy with that? Finally, somebody is happy with one of my predictions. I think maybe, after the other night, maybe Cancelo might start tomorrow. Give him some game time. He's been around the squad now for 3-4 weeks, so there's no reason why he shouldn't be playing. Kiam says, please join Man City Fan TV Discord server and enter your Premier League predictions here. There you go. So on that point, what I'm going to do is, I just messaged Kiam before. I got a couple of these when I was at the game. So here you go. What I'm going to do is, if you go over to the Discord server, there's a Premier League prediction thing. I think Ryan Corrie is the one who set that up in there, and people are putting their predictions in for every weekend's games, things like that. So if you want to put your predictions in this weekend, whoever is the winner gets the most points. Now, this is going to be, and I'll write it below as well. This is going to be as usual. So if you get the score prediction right, you will get 3 points. If you get the winning team correct, you'll get 1 point. If you get the score prediction right, but it's the wrong team, you'll also get 1 point. So there you go. So if you get exactly the same, so let's say City beat Watford 3-1, you'll get 3 points. If you get, Watford to beat City 3-1, let's say City were to lose 3-1, I should say, you'll get a point for that. Or you can get the correct score of the game and you'll get a point. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you free of charge a Vincent Company program. This is brand new, not even been looked through. It's up to, I'm not even going to look through it because I've looked through my own. So that's a spare one that I bought at the game. So that'll be the prize for tomorrow. So I'll post it in the description and that will be sent free of charge anywhere in the world. If you go onto Discord, and that's where you need to go, join up to Discord and put your Premier League predictions for this weekend only. Coffee stains, there's no coffee stains on that. It's absolutely perfect, that one. Absolutely perfect section. There's no coffee stains on that. It's pristine. I'll even show you the back. There you go. So perfect, absolute perfect, pristine condition. Never ever been looked through. So there you go. Right. Let's see what we got on. Gary Deneen, hello. How are you, mate? I'm back. Thank you. I'll be happy to see Cancelo and Mendy getting out of it in their positions. I hope so. Look out for FIFA knows City versus Watford coming later. I'm dying for this one. Hello. How are we this lovely summer day? Says Martin. Let me just go back. Big jump there. Apologise. Really great kid, knowledgeable and fair as well. He's really, really interested. Very, very interested. So we'll get Cal on for the prior to the Everton game. Hi, Chris Lindley. How are you, mate? It's my twin. 6-1. How are you doing, Ryan? You well, buddy? Section, I'll go for 3-0. Watford have been pretty poor. I think that's the same as Kiam's. I'll enter the server when I get 5 minutes, no problem. Dabby L 2-1 to Watford. Carl, I have to leave. Got to get to another class in college. I'll be in the Discord voice channel around 5 to 8, no problem, mate. I'm sure some of the others might be in there. I'm not sure I'll be in there tonight. Hi, Bernard. Craig says, hey, how's you, mate? How are you, buddy? Hope everything, the conversation we had yesterday, hope you've tried to resolve that, mate. Colin Pollock finished early, just got home, back from Boston, Lincolnshire. Bit worried with centre-back situation. Good enough to beat Watford. Like to see Mendy get 30 minutes. Starting or coming on, Colin? Joseph, hi, handsome. Glad to see you back. Ryan Curry, if you get the right outcome, you get a point. If you get the perfect score, you get 3 points. There you go. Ryan Curry's now suddenly already trying to overtake Man City Fan TV. So you can get 3 points. 3 points. This is not for the prediction league. This is solely for the actual winning of the Vincent Company testimonial program. So you can get 3 points for a correct score. So if you get that right, 3 points. If you get the correct score but it's the wrong way, you'll get a point. And you'll get a point if the person or team win the game. So if you went 2-1 for City Watford and it was 3-1, you'll get a point for getting that. So that's the way it's going to be for solely for this program. Ryan will give you the whole issue with regards to point scoring on the Discord channel. It's not hard to get the hang of it. No coffee stains. I hope. Pep out if we lose 3-1. What? The coffee stains adds character. It did in the old days, yeah. I know. Well, you should know the coffee stains. There's none in this, mate, because that was 50 years ago with your program. Coffee is expensive. Section stop moaning. Would love to win that. Missed out at the game. If I'm right, doubtful. Send mine. Anyone you fancy. Hey up, Noah Kemp. How are you? That's not coffee stains. Andy's been wiping his ass with me. Joseph, do you want to go and train with the kids? I'll tell you what, you can go and train with the kids for that one. Cheeky bugger. Not bad, mate. Nice hair, fella. Thank you, Gary. Oh, excuse me. I've been out cutting the grass. My eyes are all streaming as well. Section. All of you lot going for a Chelsea win could cost you valuable points. Ooh, Ryan's trying to play a game here, I think. John Walters, we have the general pattern mentality, so let's obliterate them. Absolutely. Fine, thanks, mate. Hope you're well, Chris. Martin says, I will do it soon, Ryan. Promise, mate. By the way, I can hear mooing. Mooing? What, you can hear mooing here? Well, I don't know, they shouldn't be mooing now. It's normally 5 o'clock they get fed, so the calves won't be mooing for another half an hour. Got a reply from MCFC official store yesterday. The actual delivery time is 10 to 20 working days, which is too much since you pay a fair amount of money for shipping. Hope the package arrives. Finally, you've got something back from them, Alexander. That's still not good enough, though. I'll be honest with you. Ryan says you can enter the predictions on the Discord or in the comments of the predictions video that went up earlier, or predictions needed before kickoff. Noah says, do you think safe standings should be introduced? Yes, I do, mate. How am I bottom so far? Oh, my bottom so not far. I want a VAR review, says Martin. I haven't even joined it, so only started last week and you had a mare. Craig says that's every game you have went 3-1. I didn't, because I went 4-0 last week. I went 4-0 against Norwich, Craig. Yeah, should have stuck to 3-1 or 3-2. It's weekend, Man City and Northern Soul. You can't come. You can't wait. Come on, you Blue. Keep the faith. Oh, mate, where are you going this weekend? John Grogan. Which one? Where are you going? Blackpool? Are you going Wigan? Where are you going? Blackburn? For your Northern Soul fix. Ming Yi Wong, hi Andy, how was your day? Yeah, I've been very busy. Thanks, Ryan, for looking after the Premier League on Discord. Ryan says, give me something to do, and I enjoy it. Chris Lingley, my score prediction is 3-1 Man City, Andy. You can't. Listen, anyone who posts their predictions on here is not in the hat for the Vincent Company program. You have to go on Discord and do it on Discord, mate. So you've seen the link, so maybe Kiam can post it again if people have missed. And if you're not used to Discord, just go on there and full interaction with Man City Fan TV and subscribers and people. You can chat, you can go in audio and chat with everyone. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Like I said, me, Martin, Ryan and Cal, the Everton fan, it comes on here. We had a brilliant chat for about nearly an hour the other night. It was really, really interesting. So go over and get into Discord. Can I predict the minutes of VAR errors for bonus? You can do, yeah. Bless you, you're worse than my missus, I know. Just bloody grass. Ryan Curry, Chris Lingley, put your predictions in the Discord or in the comments of the predictions video that went up earlier. JTR 35, 5-0, Aguero scores and breaks Henry's record. Wouldn't that be good, mate? That'd just be fantastic. No, you can't. No, Ryan Curry, you can't put it in the predictions below. You've got to go into the Discord server. So it's only the people who are in the Discord server who are actually making their predictions. So you have got 3.5 hours for you to go into Discord. The link Kiam has just posted below. You have to go in there. It's dead simple, really, really simple to join. So only the people who are in the Discord server are in with a chance of winning the free Vincent Company program from his testimonial. Alexander says, Andy, which of these clubs are actually in Manchester? Well, are you talking about Manchester or Greater Manchester? Because by this mean, how far are they from Manchester? Well, it depends on whether you're talking Manchester or Greater Manchester, mate, because none of them are actually in Manchester. But if you're talking about Greater Manchester, yeah, maybe, apart from maybe Stockport, it's in Cheshire. Craig Forest, Northern, get up to the Derby. It's a slope, though. There's the link. Alexander, can you name old clubs that are in Greater Manchester? Well, I could do, yeah, if I took some time to do it, but it's not something on a live vlog I'd want to do, because it'll take me a few minutes to go through all the teams. Only City are in Manchester. Everyone else is technically in Greater Manchester. Absolutely. You want Manchester or Greater Manchester? There you go. Mark Cell 1. Hi, Andy. We need Ake from Bournemouth. Now more than ever. What are the chances? I think it'd be a great chance. I think he said it in the summer. Been saying it for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Talking about Nathan Ake. But the problem being is now you go to January window where we might have got Ake for around about 40 million quid. It's going to cost. Bournemouth are just going to say 20 million more. It's that simple because it's a terrible window to buy. I know we got Laporte in theory in a January window, but it's a bad window because City. We know that we need another centre back, and anyone we go looking for, they know we need a centre back. So it's not a great time to buy. And let's face it, Stones will be back. Laporte will be back at the end of January. So do we really need to go into the market in January? I don't think Pep will, I'll be honest with you. But we'll wait and see. But Ake, I said it, we should have got him in the summer as a replacement for Vinny Company. Greater Manchester, and how far are they from Manchester City FC? Martin, only City really rest are Greater Manchester. They are. Even Andy worked out how to use the Discord after a little while. I did. I still haven't been in it that much, I must admit. Let me just go back. If you're unsure about Discord, says Kiam, this is the how-to video, so go and watch that. Honestly, watch it. It takes you 5 minutes and you're in and done. Blue Blood Fan TV, hi Randy, got back my holidays yesterday. Hope you had a good time, mate. John Grogan, Accrington Soul Club Monthly, Northern Soul Night in Accrington tomorrow night. Great music, people, and City win. It's even better. Oh, have a great time, mate. I'm telling you, I am going to come up, John. I'm going to meet you on one of these Northern Soul Nights, definitely. One of my favourite musics ever. So, any chance you can ask people to follow our channel? Just trying to grow. Apologies. Yeah, well, you've asked it. So there you go. Andy's been sniffing grass. Only joking, mate. Don't need to send me to the kids again. Oh, they bully me. Glad you're back, Joseph. GM, how are you? Why is Ray still below 1,000 subs? No idea. Mingy Wong, isn't Stockport part of Greater Manchester? My girlfriend is from Brinnington. I don't think Stockport is part. Is Stockport part of Greater Manchester? I'm not sure it is because it has a CH, as a Cheshire postcode. So you wouldn't tend to get that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure it is. I might be wrong. I lived in Stockport. I lived in High Lane, which came under a Stockport postcode. But well, I say a Cheshire postcode. It wasn't a Manchester postcode. It wasn't an M postcode. So I don't know. Maybe somebody far more knowledgeable about postcodes might post below something. But it is bad out there, Joseph. It's so cold, dark and lonely. We should have splashed out 40 million Ake in the summer. I agree, section, which we should have done. One of my favourite bassists is Rag Peter Hook. Yeah, Bournemouth wants 70 million for Ake. That's where we're going to be. We're going to be in that region, 60 to 70. Some parts of Stockport get a Manchester postcode, some of it, some isn't. Yeah, maybe that's true. I always thought Cheshire myself, all posh totty. Stockport is great. Edward says Stockport is great to Manchester. I think what's actually true is above is somebody said that parts of Stockport get a Greater Manchester postcode, but others don't. But I don't know. Maybe somebody. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Edward Stockport is Greater Manchester. Well, yeah. Cheshire isn't Greater Manchester. So I didn't have a Cheshire postcode when I lived in High Lane. I'm good, thanks, GM. Alexander, Andy, is the Merseyside derby really a friendly derby? I think it's always has been. I don't think it's getting as friendly now with all the social media horribleness by Liverpool fans. Don't worry, Pep will make Dino a world-class centre-back. I think he will. All of Stockport is GM. All of Stockport, Rob C, all of Stockport is Greater Manchester. Interesting. Is anybody on here going to the game Tuesday? Section says I used to go with a bird from used to go. That's a typical that's a typical reference from a Manc. I used to go with a bird from Stocky and she had a Manc postcode. Eh? I used to go with a bird from Stocky and she had a Manc postcode. Yeah, whereabouts in Stocky was she? Peter Curry, do you? We'll start Rodri, Gundogan and David Silva tomorrow. I wouldn't start Gundogan, no chance. I'd start Rodri and David Silva. Alexander, why do people say that Tottenham is a bad place to live? I've no idea, I've never heard that in my life. So the Merseyside derby is a mediocre derby. The Dippers will lose this weekend if I predict them to win. Vicky Park, Victoria Park, Vicky Park. Is that Vicky Park? Victoria Park. Stephen will be at the Preston on Tuesday night if you want to say hello to him. Stephen will be at the Preston. Vicky. I was going to say Vicky Park. Disley. What about Disley? I went to Vicky Park School. Did you? Told you all posh totty in Disley. I didn't live in Disley. I lived in High Lane. Disley is the next one on from High Lane. Victoria Park, yeah. I know Victoria Park. But what's the worst Premier League club of all Premier League clubs? Who's Stephen Mingy? Martin, do you mean Disney? Oh, the autocorrect terrace. Listen, you absolute lunatics. I go back to sit my exams every summer. I keep failing. Disley is good as Stockport. I mean, Disley is not. No, I'm not having that, Martin. I lived in High Lane. So you had Stockport, you had Hazel Grove, you had High Lane, then you had Disley. I lived in High Lane. So for me, Stockport sort of stopped at the end of Hazel Grove, before the police station, on the corner, before the junction that went off. For me, that there at the garage and the park on the left-hand side where the junction went at the Rising Sun, for me, that was the end of Stockport. Then it went High Lane, then it went Disley. So for me, Stockport was well below High Lane and Disley. Not below it, but I'm saying in distance. So I'm not saying that it's not part of Greater Manchester. I'm just saying, no, for me, High Lane and Disley were not really part of Stockport. But then I know, obviously, that if you go across, if you cut across towards, what's it called? Prestbury Way, that way, you still got postcodes that were Stockport Way. So, yeah, it's one of those areas. Let me just go back. Ehad Bladidin, support Mahrez is a great player. Everyone, we all support Mahrez. What's Premier League's best worst cities? Don't need thinking about Alexander. Andy, I might have a fix for our conversation here, so hoping. Good luck with that, mate. My brother used to run Disley Golf Club. It's a stone's throw. Played at Disney, not Disney, Disley. Played it a couple of guys who I used to hang out with in the Robin Hood pub. They were members of Disley. Nice, very nice golf club. Nice golf course. The days when I used to play. Very, very nice golf course to play. Quite difficult, but it was a lovely golf course. A John Stone's throw, Martin. Speak about Mahrez. What do you want me to say about Mahrez? Patina Coventry were the worst ever Premier League club just for the brown home shirt and the fact they only just survived relegation for decades until they finally went down and carried on falling. Bit harsh that, Pat. Superior being Mahrez family is on here too. Do you remember a store called Chestergate in Stockport, Andy? I was there. I bought a house there in 1990. What was it? 1992? 93. Might have been 93. And I moved away from there in 96. I think it was. 96. So I was only there for like 3.5 years, if I remember rightly. So a store called Chestergate. I must admit, I don't, mate. I really don't. I don't remember that. Robin Hood isn't from Disney. Haven't watched Coventry. I've heard Derby were the worst Premier League club. Let's talk about Mahrez. He's Algerian. Let's move on. My dad was manager of a store for over 30 years. You're all bringing back some great memories as a kid for me. It wasn't long ago I was classed as a kid. Yeah, right, mate. Currently got 6 full sets of predictions in Discord. Need all predictions in before 8 p.m. There you go. Ryan's sort of giving you a reminder. He's got 6 full sets of predictions. So if you want to go over and win, I'll show it you again for those who've come on. If you want to win a brand spanking new copy, I got a couple of them when I was at the Vincent Company testimonial. It's a brand new one here. There you go. Opened it up for the first time. There you go. If you want one of these, I'll send it to you anywhere in the world free of charge. But you have to go over. You have to go over and join the Discord server, which Kiam has posted a link to, and you have to go in and do your Premier League predictions. And remember, it's not tomorrow. The first game starts tonight at 8 o'clock, which is Southampton versus Bournemouth. So if you want to be in a chance to win that, whoever gets the most points from this weekend's games will, and that's 3 points for the correct score, a point for the correct win, and a point for the correct score, whether it was 1-2 or 2-1, it doesn't make any difference. We'll tot it up, and then on Monday we'll know who's won it, and that'll be sent to you free of charge anywhere in the world. So, but you can't do it below this video. You have to go on the Discord server. So go back up and look at what Kiam has posted. I'll just see if I can go back and find Kiam's link. And see if I can repost it again for you. So let me just go on here, and then I can post it again for you. So this is the link to go and join Discord, where you can come in, you can have loads and loads of chats with Man City Fan TV presenters, people, subscribers. You can go live. We can do live audio chats with you, which we did the other night. Me, Ryan, Martin and Cal, who's an Everton fan, and had a really good long hour, brilliant chat all about just about football in general, not necessarily all about City or Everton. It was really interesting chat. So let me get back before I sort of just go through like bits and pieces of news, because there's not a lot today. If I win, Ryan, it can go to the next winner, pal. What's for tea tonight, Andy? I don't know. My missus has gone to. Trying to read the next thing coming up there. My missus has gone to Waitrose on the way home from work, so I don't know. She's making it tonight. Confident there, Martin. Savage Killer says not buying a centre back was so bad for City. We need a centre back in January. I think Koulibaly will be the best. Yeah, but City are not going to pay 125 million for Koulibaly, so that ain't going to happen. Half dead cow, more than likely. No, it's not. No, it's not. Definitely not. We had steak last night and it was gorgeous. Curry for tea tonight. Can't wait. Bloody starved myself all day so I can eat loads. Enjoy your curry. What type of curry are you having? Section. Are you making it yourself or is it a takeaway? Rob C, how can I find out or be notified about upcoming live broadcasts, please? You need to, Rob C, you need to make sure that you've joined the channel and also click the bell icon. That way you'll be notified immediately when a new live broadcast comes out. M. Daniel Zamzani, Soz, but where's the link again? I've just posted the link above, mate. I've seen that some of the English football clubs use Blue Moon as their song. Martin, I'm joint top now. I've added my last few weeks. I haven't even added anything yet. Brad Hughes, 100% a Turkish haircut. That you can see the line in your hair. No, it isn't a Turkish haircut. Don't have to go to a Turkish haircut, mate, to get a line in your hair. She's a great barber. So where I go, in a little village not far from me, about 5 miles away. So no, she does everything, and she spends hours getting you fade and getting everything, and so it's not Turkish, mate. She's from Warrington, but she's got brilliant. We call it haircutters because she does men's mainly, but you know she'll do women every now and then. But well, not literally, but if you know what I mean. Stick it in the micro for 2 minutes. Oh no. Join the Discord, there you go. Why did some current players not go to Tessamore and Ferry this? Because it's during the season. They're bound by their clubs, Edward. They're bound by the clubs. You know, we know Mario Balotelli was there when he shouldn't have been there. I know he didn't play, but he shouldn't even have been there. That's why, you know, Dzeko and Kolarov couldn't come from Roma because they had training and games. So it was a bit of a bad time to actually play the testimonial, but still got over 51,000, which was amazing. I should just add my first 5 weeks worth of points in and I'd have 35. Got 14 points from game week 2. I haven't put mine in. I'll be honest with you, Ryan. But I'll try and put mine in before tonight. I might drop in the chat later. Chris Baker, Martin, Carl, Ryan had a great chat the other night in the 24/7 chat channel. Brilliant. It is really good. It's excellent because sometimes we don't know when we do or we can't get on or we can get on. Suddenly, bang, there's 4 people in there. You just put your headphones on, go into a live chat and you just talk about football and talk about anything. It's just brilliant. Waitrose, that's posh. See, Andy's posh, he shops at Waitrose. I normally shop at Sainsbury's. And I know you'll say, oh yeah, that's posh. No, it's not. It's as cheap as anywhere else. It's just that Waitrose is on the way from Chester when my wife comes home, because that's where she works. So Waitrose is easy to just pull in and park in and on the way home. So I'm not posh. I'm a Woodhouse Park boy. Can the Wissies make sense of Very funny, Edward. Superior Being Talksport said we have no room for error now in the league. Yeah, I know. It's amazing, isn't it? 5 games in. What dialect do you speak, Andy? Wissies Turner. No problem, Rob C. A lamb Rogan Josh for me tonight, and maybe half of the wife's korma with some chilies added for spicy. You like it spicy, mate? Yeah, very nice. Right, guys, I must dash. Have a wonderful evening. Hope we see you all tomorrow at the Blooming Cafe. Andy and I will be there before and after the game. Come and say hello and come do a fan cam. Absolutely. See you, Martin. Take care, buddy. I'll see you tomorrow. Under force, I think Pep should play with the same lineup last game. Right, Andy? No, not for me. If you look at above, I've already given my lineup. Discord later, maybe, Ryan. Maybe I might be able tonight. Depends. Take care. KDB, Mahrez and Aguero should start. I've got a feeling he won't. I think Mahrez might be dropped. Sainsbury's is the most expensive of the four main supermarkets, but the food's better. Food's better. I'm 6'4", so I can do a job at centre back. I'd say pizza for me. Can't wait. Me and my lad had pizzas the other night. Very nice. I love spice, but my missus ain't keen. Love chilies in pretty much anything. Oh, can't beat a spicy one, mate. Absolutely can't beat it. But like I've always said, I'm really torn because curries are curries. You know, if you buy curry a takeaway or whatever, it's not traditional Indian. So I would say just call it a curry. If you call it an Indian, it's not an Indian because Indians don't cook with sauces and things like that. It's not traditional. Mainly 99% of the curries you go to are run by Bangladeshi, Pakistanis, and that's not traditional Indian food. Sauces, things like tikka masala and balti and all that, they're all made up names for the English market. They're not traditional Indian food. I know because my father-in-law is Indian, so from when I first met my wife, he used to cook for us all the time, and traditional Indian food, and that's why I love Mowgli. Mowgli is traditional Indian food. Now, do I like sauces and things like that and takeaways as good as the rest of everyone else that does? Of course I do. Yeah, of course I do. But it's not traditional Indian food, and I prefer traditional Indian food. Hence why, if I go to an Indian restaurant, I go to places like Mowgli because it is just traditional. But that's not to say I don't like a good curry. We've got one close to us called spicy.com that will deliver. They're about 6 miles away, 7 miles away. And they are very, very nice. But it isn't traditional Indian food. It's like I said, it's Bangladeshi, Pakistani type style food, full of sauces and things like that, full of colourings and you name it. But it is very, very tasty. But yeah, for me, if I had my choice, I must admit, I like to make mine on my own. I like to make it myself from scratch. So if I make a lamb keema or something like that, I do it in a traditional way. But most of the time, when my father-in-law's over, we have it's vegetarian because he's a vegetarian. So, and it's still absolutely gorgeous. But I'll have anything. I'll have anything. If you want to call it a Balti, if you want to call it a Rogan Josh, whatever else, I'll eat it because it's very tasty. Think I'm having steak tonight. Are you chopping the tail off, Ryan? Do you wear Parkers, Andy, like Liam Gallagher? What do you think I am? How old do you think I am? I'm nearly 50. I don't wear Parkers. Though saying that, I have got one. I must admit. I've not worn it for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. But I have got one. It's still hung up in the utility room. But yeah, I like Parkers. Yeah, of course I do. But I haven't worn one for a while. Maybe I need to get my old one back out. But Mahrez was man of the match last game. Why will he be dropped? He wasn't man of the match. I don't know why people keep saying he's man of the match. He wasn't man of the match. Rodri or Fernandinho were man of the match. Or, as some of the press say, Gundogan might have been man of the match. The curry sauce thing is totally a UK thing. It is, absolutely. You can't beat traditional Indian food. You can't. Where's your better looking? You cheeky sod. Woma, do you want to go and train with the kids? Mowgli's an Indian food, thought he was a cartoon. You need to go and have a look. Proper curry is amazing. Chemical takeaway crap is no good. Can't go to the game tomorrow, Andy, because my dad is on holiday. No problem, Chris. I love good lamb. Joe Rogan, Josh. Eric says, it's tasty, tasty, very tasty. It's very tasty. Do you like tapioca curry, Kerala style? Yeah, I like Kerala curries. I must admit, I do like that. I like anything. I'll eat anything. I must admit, I will. Well, not anything. 'Cause I'm allergic to fish, but I'll eat Indian stuff. I'll eat anything. What do I prefer? I do prefer a traditional, cooked in the right way. And there's nothing better than being in places where you go and eat for like $2, or £2, £3, £4. Even in Manchester now, don't do it anymore. But my father-in-law used to take us round about Oldham Street, to sort of like down below places he knew, where his friends worked and owned and things like that. And you go there and it's only little plastic stools and, whatever. But you get like a bowl of traditional Indian food for like £3 with a Coke, well, because that's all they served, But yeah, the food was absolutely amazing. And for like £3-4, peanuts. But anyway, I mean, like I said, I love curry. I must admit, it's my favourite. That and Thai. Though we did go to, when I took my lad to Liverpool last week, we went into, which I didn't like, I must admit, we went into a Lebanese place. And my lad and my wife loved it. I didn't like it. I didn't like the spices on it. So it was lamb. I wasn't that impressed with it, if I'm being honest, but they loved it. So, what English dialect is Aussie English most similar to? What English dialect is Aussie English most similar to? None. My dad's mate in Manchester was Asian, and his missus used to make us traditional Indian food so much. It is. I mean, it is. There's no getting around it. As much as you like sauces and things like, I mean, which is really, really nice, don't get me wrong, traditional Indian food is completely different. Completely different. Time for Underforce to meet Oscar. No. Underforce, Rodri was the proper man of the match. He was actually outstanding where Mahrez was okay. Do you like Aladdin's Cafe in the North? I'd take it that's the Northern Quarter. I haven't been to Aladdin's Cafe, I must admit. Is that nice? Maybe that's somewhere I need to try. I must admit, if I'm gonna eat curry in Manchester, I do go to Mowgli because I really like it. Or the days when I used to eat in a traditional Indian cafe around sort of Oldham Road and places like that. There's good Lebanese food in Singapore. I'm sure there is. Australian English, is that authentic? Australian English? No, it's certainly not. But anyway, listen, we've done like half an hour on food. Just quickly, according to rumours, City, the rumours that came out last night about David Silva wanting to, or the rumours that Inter Miami, David Beckham's new club, were interested in David Silva. Well, apparently the entourage of David Silva claims that there's absolutely no agreement whatsoever been made for him to join any other club, not Inter Miami, any other club at all after his announcement that he's going to retire at the end of the season. So I think we'll hold fire. That's not to say he won't join, but we'll wait and see with regards to that. There's been lots of articles today talking about Joao Cancelo. And is he going to finally get a start and things like that for Manchester City? Pep Guardiola has basically, as said earlier, in his press conference today, he's come out and said that about Riyad Mahrez, and he turned around and said, that Riyad, he just needs to learn to be patient when he's not playing, but take his chances when he does. He said that his comments were certainly on Bernardo favoured on that side. Says he doesn't feel too much pressure, a lot of confidence in himself. In terms of making bad actions, he wants the ball, he wants to try again. That's the best detail for players in big clubs, his quality. Perhaps he just needs to be more relaxed when he doesn't play. And he's talking there about Riyad Mahrez. So I think he's just basically saying, look, it's one thing doing one game in and one game out, and one game in and one game out. But you've got to consistently perform and take your chance when it comes. He spoke about Leroy Sané. He said that hopefully he can be here with us, as he said many a time. But he's got to wait until his recovery is complete, and that doesn't look like he's going to be around and until certainly at the end of the year, where he might start potentially coming back training with the squad. But he's certainly not going to be back and ready for this season. Jurgen Klopp insists that he's not concerned whatsoever about if Liverpool were to lose Virgil van Dijk compared to City losing John Stones and Aymeric Laporte. He says, does it keep me awake? Not yet. So it's the reason we have 4 centre-halves. It's not easy, but it can happen, he said. We think about before and then it could happen. We all need to be lucky and we need to be successful. Now, City moving on have been reportedly keeping tabs on a 15-year-old wonder kid called Burak Ince. No relation to Paul Ince. As City continue to try and buy the best young players in the world. He's a midfielder who's largely unknown outside of his homeland in Turkey. But his reputation is growing massively, and he's appeared in the country's second division at the age of 15. So he was handed his debut last month, and he's since gone on to play a further 2 games and scoring and assisting in his most recent appearance. He put in a stunning show in a 4-1 defeat with Man City scouts in attendance. According to Fotos Sport, which is a Turkish outlet. Representatives from the Premier League champions watched the youngster show off his talents, with scouts from Freiburg and Lille also keeping tabs on Ince at the match. There are no suggestions City are set to swoop for Ince. They're clearly interested and will have been impressed by his performance. It would not be a surprise if the Etihad club continue to watch the 15-year-old for the remainder of the season. So this is somebody called Burak Ince, and is a Turkish 15-year-old midfielder. So there's a little bit of news, and we'll keep an eye out on what's going on with that. But what was interesting also, finally, before I go back to your comments, was I watched a little thing about, it was Gary Neville, and he was talking about, he was being asked on Soccer Saturday tomorrow, talking about the fact that Aymeric Laporte is going to be out for 6 months, and whether he felt that City were going to be impacted. Sorry, phone goes. Whether the City were going to be impacted with the fact of whether City were going to be, I'll repeat it again, whether City were going to be impacted this season with regards to Aymeric Laporte being out for 6 months. And he basically said, look, when I played against Barcelona's team under Pep Guardiola, they converted Yaya Toure and Javier Mascherano from midfielders into centre-backs, and they were absolutely brilliant. So do not underestimate the fact that Pep Guardiola cannot convert midfielders into centre-backs. So he thinks that it's not going to be a problem between now and January with regards to Pep converting the likes of Fernandinho, as we saw against Norwich, against Shakhtar, into a centre-back. So let me just go back quickly and just have a look over your comments, because we've been on now for, 50 minutes. So Let's go back. Underforce, you are a hater, Andy, because all famous websites have ratings. He was man of the match. No, he wasn't, mate. Underforce, I'm really, really sorry to sort of, piss on your parade, let's call it that. But I posted that in a comment below one of the videos yesterday, where somebody said something similar, saying in all the presses he was named man of the match, and I posted 4 or 5 just random. I just went online and went man of the match, City versus Shakhtar. None of them gave him man of the match. So I'm sorry, piss on your chips, mate. But no, he wasn't. He wasn't given man of the match by any of them. I think one outlet, if I remember, out of about 15, gave him man of the match. I'm not saying he didn't have a great game. He had a wonderful game, really, really good game. But I don't understand this obsession with player ratings and man of the match things. I just don't get it, because player ratings are just purely subjective. It's what you see out of your own opinion. So that's why when if it was so scientific, if I post on here, give me your player ratings for Riyad Mahrez, I would get 8.5 of every single person who posts. But we don't. You get 7s, you get 8s, you get 8.5, you got 9, you got 6, you got 6.5. It's all subjective, absolutely subjective. As for the man of the match, does it really make any difference? Does it make any difference whether he was named man of the match or not? His priority, and what you as Algerian fans and Riyad Mahrez fans should be doing, is going, it's all about his contribution to Manchester City, not whether he gets man of the match or not. It doesn't make any difference. Certainly doesn't for me. I don't care. If he's man of the match and has a wonderful game, brilliant, absolutely fantastic. I only care about Man City. I don't care about individual players and who gets an award for man of the match and who doesn't, or what ratings some journalists give him. I don't care. What English dialect is Aussie English most similar to? My dad's mate in Manchester was Asian, and his missus used to make traditional Indian food so much better. It is time to Underforce to meet Oscar Bob. Sorry, I've gone back quite a bit there after giving you those quick updates. Mahrez is better than Bernardo this season. I like to see Mahrez start every game. Not for me, Dimitri. How many lover boys does Mahrez have? 11. Yeah, you defo too many with man crush on him. Hannibal Lictor. Don't hang up on me, I'm trying to order food. Andy, you get more calls in show than I get in. I know, sorry, mate. Business. Business calls are being diverted now at this time of night, so I get the business calls coming in. Craig Forrest, Andy, Mascherano was half-time sub on Saturday. Machino was half-time sub on Saturday. Scored a screamer, looked so good. He won't be in Scotland for long. It's some baller. That's good to know. Machino obviously is the Japanese player who went to Hearts from Man City on loan. And Craig Forrest is obviously the guy who has Hearts of Midlothian Fan TV. And he does videos and vlogs and things like that. So go over and give Craig a follow on there. He's been a follower of Man City Fan TV for a long time. So it's good to hear Machino's doing really well out there. There are some crazy Mahrez fans on YouTube, they are. If you did piss on Underforce's chits, he would steal and eat them. Correction, if Mahrez pissed on his chits, he would eat them. Yeah, well said. This is Man City Fan TV, not Mahrez Fantasyland TV. Absolutely. I mean, we welcome them on, but it's not all about Mahrez. It really isn't. And they just have this absolute obsession with Riyad Mahrez. It's amazing. If you don't give him man of the match, you're a racist. If you don't give him 9 out of 10, you're a racist. It's like, Jesus Christ, jog on, for fuck's sake. But listen, Mahrez played really, really well. I said, I can't remember, I gave him an 8. I think I gave Mahrez an 8 in my prediction player ratings for Wednesday night. So they're just absolutely obsessed. They are obsessed. If you don't give him man of the match, like I said, you're a racist. But anyway, I ain't going to lose any sleep over it. Craig Forrest, I'm going to do an Air United Fan TV, but nobody would watch it because they're pish. Hey, section, join up with Craig Forrest. He's needing a bit of help at the moment because he's having a bit of a struggle with editing and stuff like that, and I'll do my very, very, very best to help him out with it. But Section, if you're up there and you think you can help out Craig, then get in touch with him. He's a lovely guy, and I'll do my best to help Craig wherever I can. I've just been that busy this week that I couldn't do anything today. But please, Section, so are hearts. I didn't think I'd be back, but I am. Section, so are hearts, mate. Food talk, hi Martin. Yeah, we've had a big, massive, in-depth curry debate. Jerry Gow, hi Martin. You missed Andy play the guitar. You did. You should have missed. Oh, it's unbelievable. I played Don't Look Back in Anger. It was amazing. You'll have to go and watch it back, Martin. I've had like 800 lessons and it's just amazing. But anyway, listen, you lunatics, I'm going. But guys, listen, don't forget, go over to Discord. The link that I posted already. If I post it again, will that come up? There you go. I'm going to post it again for you. Go over, join it. It's really, really good because you can chat on there. You can post the predictions. And like I said last time, if you go over to Discord, join it, go into the predictions part, follow the video that Kiam has put out. I will post, whoever gets the most points this weekend, I will post you free of charge anywhere in the world a brand new copy of the Vincent Company program. I got a few of them the other night, so brand new, not been used, and you can go in there. It's wonderful, absolutely amazing. Pictures and you name it. I mean, there's just an amazing picture inside. I mean, look, yeah. So I will I'll post that to you anywhere in the world, free of charge. So if you go over, join Discord, get your predictions in, and it's 3 points for the correct score, 1 point for the correct team, and 1 point if you get the correct score, regardless of who wins. So let's say 3-1 City, you get a correct score, that's 3 points. If you got 2-1 City, you'll get a point because City won. And if it was 2-1 Watford, you said 2-1, so it'll be 1 point for that. And we'll jot them up on Discord on Monday, and then we'll announce the winner. And you'll get that sent to you anywhere in the world free of charge. But anyway, let's go back. Let me just see. But don't look back, Andrew. I heard you say. Take care, Craig Forrest. Bye, guys. Cracking stream. Thanks, Joseph. He's got a voice like an angel, the angel of death. You won't want to hear my voice, mate. It's terrible. First time I've heard Chopsticks on a guitar. 2 at the back. Great chat, guys. Enjoy your weekend. You too, Edward. I'll come back and you all leave. How rude. Because they're all bored of me. 10 people have submitted their predictions. Get involved. Right, so I've got 10 people now. So if you want to be involved in it, you've got to go over. Strangely, Andy sounds exactly like Susan. Cheeky sod. Bye, everyone. Hope you enjoy the game tomorrow. We'll be Mingy One. We'll be at the game. We'll be putting out videos, so don't forget, come on the channel. I'll do a live vlog when I get to the ground like I normally do. Then we'll be doing pre-match and post-match stuff tomorrow. But I've got to get home pretty quickly tomorrow night. I've got something on, so I don't know how we're going to do it. But we'll get videos out quickly after the game, so they'll be there immediately within the first sort of half an hour after the game finishes. Bin collection days being switched from Friday to Thursday around Old Trafford. Same for Stretford. Then it's because the locals can't put bins out on Thursday nights. They must know it's a permanent thing. Training with the kids should become an idiom in the English language. It should do. See what I mean? Right, guys, I've got to go. People are trying to get hold of me. But take care. We'll see you soon.